Hello, my name is Steve Gillett and I'm Head of Design Technology at Priestland School. So what is design and technology? Well, it's a subject where we encourage the pupils to engage with the design world, and we look for them to solve design problems with interesting and innovative ways. As you can see from the quote on the screen, James Dyson is the patron of the Design and Technology Association. He's very passionate about its place in schools and its place in industry and the innovative design of the future of the country. The subject itself is taught in 3 different strands. You have the core technical principles, the specialist technical principles, and then the designing and making principles. The core technical principles are the breadth of knowledge that the pupils will need to have in order to understand the subject and to be able to answer the exam questions at the end of Year 11. These are taught through a range of different units of work, and you can see they're listed on the screen. The specialist technical principles, again, are a range of knowledge areas the students will need to have, but they will be through their chosen material area. So whichever material they choose to use as the bulk of their final coursework, that's the area in which they will need to gain their specialist technical knowledge. The designing principles are the principles that are undertaken through the design and the NEA, which is the non-examined assessment, which is what used to be called coursework. And that's a project that will run throughout Year 11 and will involve the students in an A3 design folio and a piece of practical work which will have to solve a real world problem. In Year 10, we set students a project called the Henglamp project, and this is a mini GCSE project. So the folder they will undertake in Year 10 and the practical work they will undertake in Year 10 is exactly the same as it would be in Year 11, except there isn't quite as much of it. So the idea being that by the time they get to Year 11, and they start their actual GCSE NEA, they'll be very familiar with the layout of the folder. They'll know where to put everything. They'll know how to position information on the sheets. All they'll need to do is think about the intellectual element, the content of the project. So in Year 11, the students will have to have chosen one of the design contents which have been set by the exam board, and 3 of those will be set usually in June of Year 10. For example, one of those last time was teenage lifestyles. So they're very broad contexts. The students find a design problem, a real world design problem, which they have to prove to me as their teacher is a real problem, not something they've simply made up. And they will produce a design folder to solve that problem and then realise the product, which hopefully will be very successful. The exam itself is worth 50% of the GCSE course. It's a single exam paper, 2 hours long, at the end of Year 11. The other 50% of the course is made up by the NEA, which is the coursework element, and that we have a lot more control of, obviously, in school. So if students can actually get their NEA successfully completed with everything in place, they can actually go into the exam hall having banked quite a lot of marks. This is talking about where the subject can take you in the future, and what you have on this slide are a range of photographs of people who are in industry who've taken design technology and taken it forward into the jobs of work. These are all hyperlinked photographs, and I'm going to make this PowerPoint available in Learner's Pool for you to be able to access, either downloading on a memory stick or accessing it online, and you can hyperlink into any of these little video clips. They're 2 to 3 minutes long, and they will show you the opportunities design and technology can give you. There's also a video which is talking all about design and technology and looking at industry and getting its industry leaders to talk about why they think design and technology is so useful. That's about a 10-minute long video clip, and again, it's hyperlinked off this slide. So if you're interested and you want to have a look and see where this could take you, I thoroughly recommend this. This last slide tells you where I'll be placing this PowerPoint. I hope it's been of use to you. I hope it's been of help. Please do not hesitate to get in touch if you need any further questions answered, and thank you for listening.